What's going on, guys? Happy Friday. I'm sure a lot of you guys noticed the volatility that we've been experiencing really since the open. All of a sudden, Tesla was bearish during that pre-market session. And then right when the market opened, we had green candle after green candle pushing to highs of 243 just for Tesla to give it all back. So again, expect a lot of volatility today. It's not just Tesla. Overall, NASDAQ market is experiencing the same thing. A lot of people are giving the credit to it being triple witching options expiration day. So for those that do not know, again, one of the largest $4.7 trillion sets of options are set to expire today after the market closes, which is why you're seeing so much volatility as a lot of these options are being properly executed. Supposedly, a good number of these options are put options, therefore making with the expectation to make money as the markets sell off. If the markets are not selling off, then again, these people are choosing to take profits or close out those positions, which might be causing a little bit more buying pressure, causing these stocks to, or the prices to drive up. Again, that's the current sentiment as of right now. From what we've seen so far, I mean, I'm trying to point the finger to why Tesla, right? Tesla arsons probed as domestic terrorism. So I have not seen this type of backlash to a publicly traded company in a really long time, right? Because at the end of the day, like, you damaging Teslas like truly does nothing. Nonetheless, there is so much negative press for Tesla itself. And I personally don't care for the negative press. My thing is like, things are not looking good for Tesla, negative press aside. Now, you guys let me know down in the comment section what you think. But think about this. Tesla stock is down about 50% from the highs that it made. In my opinion, first off, it never belonged up there, right? The only reason that it had a really strong initial rally was because, again, on November 5th, if I'm not mistaken, was when this stock began to take off. That's when Elon was affiliated or officially affiliated with Trump, right? This is when we began to see a nice rally. It went from lows of 230, 240 to highs of 488. We've simply given back what we've gained from that level. So is Tesla stock crashing? I mean, technically, yeah, right? It's lost 50% from its highs. But is it out of nowhere? Well, no, just like it was out of nowhere for the stock to skyrocket. There was nothing fundamentally that changed about Tesla for it to increase 120% in like 50 days, right? If you guys didn't see that, Tesla had an insane ROI within a very short period of time, and nothing changed about the company. Now everyone is freaking out as Tesla sells off, obviously, because the sentiment is beginning to change, not just with the trade war concerns, not just because of the tariffs, but also there is this stick to be against Elon. I don't personally care much about that. I think that that's, like always, short-lived, and they will handle that within themselves. But the part that really is concerning about Tesla stock for Tesla investors is that it's not looking promising for Tesla itself. Guidance for 2025 is lower than what is expected. Interest rates are not expected to drop or be cut as much as Elon or anyone in the car industry would hope for, because with higher interest rates, no one's going to want to finance or buy one of these vehicles. And if interest rates are not dropped, then again, people are going to be less willing to purchase these vehicles that tend to depreciate 30 to 50% within the first 24 months of ownership. Now, again, we've been waiting on these robotics. We've been waiting for the AI. There's nothing new that is coming out for Tesla that is really curating a lot of demand. And with guidance being lower and with Elon still being solely focused or mainly focused at the DOGE, it is taking him away and his focus from Tesla itself. So I think 2025 is going to be a very pivotal year for Tesla. Do they get a new CEO that can fully commit to the company itself, and how will the stock react? Or will Elon step back into the offices in Tesla to bring the company back to a strong performing stock? But the thing that I want to remind you is that just like it was back then, Tesla was not performing exceptionally well, right? Tesla went from lows of like 180, then it hit highs of 240, 250. I want to remind you that. The only reason it began to skyrocket was because of his affiliation with Trump. Once this began to turn against him, it simply put him back to where he started. So it's not like, oh, now everyone's turning against Elon, he's losing everything. He is exactly where he was starting November 5th. again, perspective, right? So it's really important to understand that, but there is no question that there is a concern with Tesla's futures for investors because there's not just negative press, but also Elon and his lack of involvement in Tesla since he is so heavily involved and invested at DOGE. You guys let me know down in the comment section what you think has to happen for Tesla to begin to recover. Because again, if markets continue to fall, I think that Tesla will only be hurt more because of, again, the stake that they are losing out of by Elon not being as invested in Tesla because he's so busy at the DOGE. So very excited to follow up. Again, it's kind of more of a broad breakdown today, but I think it's an important thing to think about, not just trying to make a decision for today, because today, again, markets are still trading sideways, right? If you look at NASDAQ is still trading sideways. I don't think anything crazy is going to happen today. I'm tired of talking about the market consolidating. I'm sure you guys are tired of it too, but the thing that we all need to be aware of is, where are we going from here? Do we see the market to recover? Are things actually getting better? Or are we going to see another leg down? Let's not make an impulsive decision. Let's watch that position size. And again, let's be open to both sides. If markets do go down further, let's prep for it. If markets do begin to recover, what stocks are you choosing to take advantage of? Create that plan of action, not because you expect to predict the future, but because you simply want to prepare for it. So again, really excited to see you for our live trading session on Monday. If you want to tune on in, second link in the description down below. I'll see you then. Like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take care, team.